Welcome back to Cognitive Minds. So, we were taking up the chapter first, which is The Leaf from Selina publication. So, till now, we have discussed about the shoot and the root system. Now, let's move to the parts of leaf. Alright. So, first of all, when you observe a leaf, there are certain structures which are to be kept in mind. So here can you see that the flat green structure, this entire structure of the leaf which is present, this entire structure is called as the leaf blade, or it is also known as leaf lamina. Now you can see that there is a middle vein which is dividing the leaf into two parts. This middle vein which is dividing the leaf blade into two parts is called as midrib, and arising from the midribs are the side veins, and further from veins the branch structures which are developing are called as venules. Now the leaf is at the end having a tip, just like in the root system we studied about the root tip and the root cap. Similarly, here also the leaf is having the tip which is also called as the apex of the leaf. Then the boundary of the leaf is called as the margin. Okay, and the point from where the stalk like structure is joining the branch from the leaf blade, that structure is called as the leaf base. This structure here is called as the leaf base. And now the structure which is joining your leaf base and the branch is called as the petiole. Sometimes the petiole is absent and the leaf blade is attached to the branch directly without a petiole. In such a case, such leaf is said to be sessile. Sessile, sessile. Alright. Now, if we are talking about, we are classifying the different types of arrangement of leaves, and the on the basis of shape, on the basis of margin, and we are also going to study the type of leaf. Now, when we are talking firstly about the type of leaf, it can be either a simple leaf or a compound leaf. What do you understand by simple leaf? Here you can see that a midrib is there, alright, and the leaf blade is also there, but this leaf blade is not divided. Just as you can observe here that the leaves here, suppose this was the entire leaf lamina, imagine this as the entire leaf lamina. So can you observe that out of the leaf blade has been divided into small leaflets which are arising on the sides. Here you can observe small leaflets which are arising on the sides, right? So now these leaflets which are arising, so we call them that there are incisions means cuts. So if there are incisions in the leaf blade and they are being divided into leaflets, such kind of leaves are called as compound leaf. But where the incisions or the cuts are not present, then there it is called as the simple leaf. And within the compound leaf also we have two categories. One is pinnately compound leaf, another is palmately compound leaf. In palmately compound leaf, you can observe that the leaves are arising from a common point and they are forming a palm like structure. If you place your fingers, your palm open just on it, you will find that it is superimposing the pattern of the leaflets, right? So it is called as palmately compound leaf. An example is silk cotton, and here you can observe the pinnately compound leaves. So this was all about the simple and the compound leaves. Now here you can observe some of the examples which you can remember for your exam. Two examples you should remember. In simple leaf you can say mango and banyan tree. If you observe its leaf, it's an example of simple leaf. Then incisions, if present, do not touch the midrib, just like in case of rose. Or we have also observed that silk cotton is also example of compound leaf, right? Now on the basis of shape, the leaves are known by different names. Here you can see if it is a pointed like structure in the end and it is it is lens like, it is called as linear. Okay, it is observed in case of onion. If you observe the leaves of onion, so you can say that the shape of the leaf is linear. Then if you have observed a banana leaf, so in banana leaf what happens, the shape is called as oblong, where it is oval and it is curved at the ends. Okay, in the end if it is pointed, then it is also called as elliptical. And you can also, in case of the difference between elliptical and ovate is that the width is more in case of a ovate leaf. Here you can observe that the width is more as compared to elliptical, right? Then lanceolate leaf, in lanceolate leaf it is just in comparison to linear leaf in terms of width, that the width of the linear leaf is less as compared to the lanceolate leaf, and this type of leaf you observe in eucalyptus. All right, then you have the ovate leaf which is present in apple or guava, and then you have the caudate leaf. Caudate means heart shaped leaf. When you observe a peepal tree leaf, you can observe that it is heart shaped. All right, then you have a circular leaf which is generally seen in case of lotus. In lotus, when you draw a diagram, since childhood you have been drawing the diagram of lotus, you can observe that you're always drawing a circular leaf, because the leaf of the lotus is more or less circular in shape. Then depending upon the leaf margins, there are basically three types. First one is the serrated margin. What do you understand by serrated margin? Serrated is also called as toothed margins, which is found in case of rose. Here you can observe that the incisions or the cuts are tooth-like. Here can you observe that they are tooth-like margins or irregular margins which are present. So this is called as toothed leaves. Okay, so it feels like a pointed at ends, but it is not actually pointed. So this type of example can be seen in the China rose. Then in case of the peepal tree, you can observe that the leaves are entire. Or have you observed the flowers of sadabahar which are pink in color? So what will happen? Those leaves of sadabahar, if you observe the margins, the end, the boundary of the leaf, then it will be more or less smooth. Okay, so this kind of smooth structure represents your entire leaf. And last but not the least, we have two more to be studied in your syllabus. One is the wavy margin seen in case of Ashoka. In Ashoka, can you observe that it is going wavy just like this? Like this. Okay, so this structure is called as wavy margin. It is observed in mango and Ashoka. And last but not the least, we have the spinous margin leaves. So here you can observe the spinous margins. They are basically pointed, and if it gets touched to your finger, you feel like something has been pricked onto the finger. So this is called a spinous margin leaf, generally found in prickly poppy plant. All right, so next we have the arrangement of leaf. What do you understand by arrangement of what is called as what is the term used for arrangement of leaves on stem? It is called as phyllotaxy. What is phyllotaxy? Suppose there is a stem. Here you can observe different types of stem. In stem, how the leaves are actually being arranged, this arrangement is called as phyllotaxy. For example, here in the first one you can observe that one leaf, from where the leaves are arising, we have already covered that they are arising from the nodes. So from here it is arising at one node, from here another node. Now you can see that the pattern of leaf is such that they are arising alternately on the successive node. Okay, but in second one you can observe that from the same node on the both sides the leaves are rising. But here what was it? On one node on one side it is arising, then on second node on the second side. But both the leaves are not arising from a single node on both the sides. But here both the sides are involved. So it is called as opposite arrangement. Here it is called as alternate arrangement. And then it is called as third one is a walled arrangement. In wall you can see more than two leaves are arising from a single point. This type of arrangement is called as walled arrangement or bunch like arrangement. So examples are being given: alternate mint peepal China rose, and in the opposite jasmine guava. You should remember two examples each for your examination, and then in walled only one example is there in your book, which is oleander or the plant of Nerium. All right, next we will study about the leaf venation and the leaf modification. So keep learning and keep growing. We'll take up with the remaining topics in the next lecture.